Okay, so man, obviously we saw a face-off yesterday where Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence went at it. Spence was obviously saying to Crawford, "You're too small, you're too little. I'm gonna crush you." And Crawford said, "You're fat. I'm gonna knock you out." What do you make of all of that?
I think that's good that they've met and they've spoken. It was quite fascinating, to be honest. 'Cause I think Bob Arum came afterwards as well. I think Crawford was basically saying that. I think Spence was saying that I'm too big, I'll crush you. But I think Crawford was just telling him, mate, that what you're just fat at the moment. You're it's all fat. And then I think Spence said, "Oh, you been hurt by
Gamboa.
Gamboa," and then Terrence Crawford went on to say that you've been hurt by Ocampo and Kell Brook. I think he got stunned by Kell Brook. I didn't think he was hurt to an extent where his legs wobbled. He got hurt by Kell Brook, and I don't know about Ocampo. I haven't watched that fight. But to be honest, I think Terrence Crawford's a different. I don't know why. Just by looking at him, he looks so good. Like he's such a quality operator in the ring. The thing is with Errol Spence, he's a very vicious body puncher. Don't get me wrong, but is Kell Brook better than Terrence Crawford?
No.
I don't think so. I don't think Kell Brook's better than Terrence Crawford. No. I don't think it's going to be a fight where you got to realize Terrence Crawford's one of these fighters is hard to hit. He's hard to hit. So it's going to be a very hard fight for Spence. Spence thinks that his size is going to play a massive factor. Spence has to make sure that his boxing ability is there, because with Terrence Crawford, he's a quality operator. He hardly gets hit. So for Spence is like, I'll work the body and this, that, and then Crawford was like, no, don't work the body. I'm solid around the body. Nothing's gonna phase me. I don't see how. To be honest, if Spence catches him, but let's be honest, when Spence has fought at the elite level, which is only one fight that he's fought at the elite level, I don't think he's fought anyone at the top level apart from Kell Brook. Kell Brook went down on a knee because of Spence. Don't get me wrong, but if Spence was to fight Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, would he stop them? I don't think so. I don't think he'd stop someone like that. He stopped Kell Brook, don't get me wrong, but Kell Brook wasn't flat out where he could have gone on and finished the fight. He obviously thought that he saved himself for another day. He wasn't flat out gone against Errol Spence. He was still there. He could have still fought. He was taking a lot of punishment, but it wasn't that Spence completely knocked him out with one punch, or it was a volume of punches. Don't get me wrong, but I think Terrence Crawford's just a different level. Like although people say, he's small and stuff, he hasn't really proven himself at this weight. I think Errol Spence is a very good fighter. I just think he's got a lot of skill about him. He doesn't get hit much. He misses him. He makes you miss, and he makes you pay. He's that type of fighter. He's like a Mayweather, but southpaw. He has his own style of fighting, which is very good. He can fight orthodox and southpaw. He's a very top fighter in my opinion. I think he can beat Errol Spence. In my opinion, I think he's a very skillful boxer. I think he can beat him on points, unless Errol Spence lands something significant and gets him out of there. Because you got to realize, even in the Kell Brook fight, Spence was down in the early rounds, 6-7 rounds. The judges had given it all to Kell Brook, so that must mean that. And Kell Brook's not really, in my eyes, better than Crawford as a boxer. And if Kell Brook was beating Errol Spence on points, then what does that go to show?
So if I ask you for a prediction,
I have to go with Terrence Crawford. I have to.
There you go, guys. Terrence Crawford beats Errol Spence. Leave your thoughts, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.